All right, back to the mailbag. Today's question is a good one. I get this one a lot. Baxter, should I wash my car at home, or is it okay to take it through a car wash? One thing that I will say is that online, pretty much anybody in detailing will always come down on the side of no, because you increase the risk of scratching. It's just not a good idea. Yada, yada, yada. That, I agree with that. That is the stance that we come down on at Carwash Country. But I'll say this. I do think there is a time when it's appropriate to take a car through a car wash, but I want to unpack that because it depends on a bunch of different variables. So let me give you a couple of examples. If you have a brand new car, if you have a car that's flawless, it's spotless, there are no scratches on it, you've looked at the hood, there are no swirl marks. In cases like that, I do not recommend taking that through a car wash. And the reason is not so much because of the scratch risk, that still is an issue, but the real reason for me is that the soaps that they use in tunnel washes, in self-serve car washes, they're just very, very concentrated. And it's very hard to remove that cheap soap from a clear coat of a car. I've taken cars home before and I can still rinse the soap off. I rinse it off, I come back a few days later, I rinse off more soap. It's just really hard to get rid of. But if you think about car washes, one tunnel, hundreds of cars going through there every summer. If you ever take a moment, look down in a car wash tunnel at the ground and all the stuff that's on the ground. Coke bottles, dirt, debris, mud, glass, who knows what else is down there. As soon as that undercarriage wash comes on, all of that stuff is just blasting up onto your paint. And I understand it does that to a degree when it's raining really hard on the road and the roads are dirty too, but in a car wash tunnel, all that stuff tends to concentrate in just a very narrow area. Now, the really old car washes with the flappers you want to stay away from because those most definitely will leave scratches on your paint. The second scenario is not so cut and dry. Let's say you have a winter beater. Let's say you have a car that has visible scratches, it's not perfect, and you've got mud, you've got salt, you've got something on the paint that needs to get off of the paint. You don't want to have salt and mud and beach sand sticking to your clear coat, sticking to the frame of your car for a long period of time because it accelerates rust. You want to get rid of that as soon as you can. But let's say you just can't get around to washing it yourself, you're going off, you're in a bind, then what do? In that case, yes, a car wash, I would say, is appropriate. Get the salt off. If you can, take it through a self-service car wash and rinse it yourself where you control a little bit more of the process. It's better to get the grime off and to remove the risk of rust if you've got a car that's already not perfect, if it's a few years old. One thing I will say, if you're not getting your car hand washed, there's a really, really strong argument why you want to do that. And the reason is because you can start adding protection to your car once it's clean. You can add a paint protection film, you can add wax, a sealant, whatever you choose to protect that clear coat. And what you'll find over time is that your car stays cleaner for longer. Versus if you just take it through a car wash, the coatings or whatever the last step products they put on these cars, they don't repel water very well, they don't protect the clear coat very well, and you'll end up having to take it back through the car wash in a couple of days anyway. If you apply a proper ceramic coating or a really hydrophobic coating, you'll find that you only have to maintenance wash your car just to get the dirt off. Every week and a half, every couple of weeks, it'll stay cleaner for longer. You won't have to spend all the money at the car wash. If you want to learn how to do this yourself, I invite you to check out our course at carwashcountry.com. And if you're a beginner, pick up our free car care cheat sheet at carwashcountry.com/cheat sheet. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.